Hello students, I Sneha Sharma, your English teacher, welcomes you to your English 2 class. Today we will be starting chapter 19, that is Gopal Bhar can count stars. So this story is about the character of Gopal Bhar, a comic character, okay? So let us read this. Comedy has been used for ages to criticize and point out the follies of the rich and powerful. Writers, musicians and court jesters over here means comedians and now stand-up comedians have been the source of such humor. So through comedy, people can point out or criticize the faults of the rich and the powerful. So in a comic way, you can point out things so that the other person should not feel bad and the message is also sent. Good comedy should criticize with an aim to improve. So what is a good comedy? That a comedy which criticize with the aim, okay, to improve the particular situation. If it is pointing towards a particular situation, then the comedy should be in such a way that it causes some improvement also. It should not attack the weak and the downtrodden. So it should not be like attacking towards the weak. It should not humiliate the weak. Of course, the jokes should be original. Being funny is a must for comedy. So the jokes should be in a original way. Okay, it should not be a copy. And being funny is a must for comedy. So this character Gopal Bhar is a comic character but with a great intellectual. Okay, he is intelligent yet humorous. So let us move on towards the chapter. So here we have few characters in this story. It is an act-like, drama-like story. So one is the narrator. Then we have the Nawab, the 3 courtiers, 2 sentries, Raja Krishna Chandra, Gopal Bhar, men, women and children of the town. So these are the characters that will come through in this chapter. Now it is scene 1, the first scene, the court of the Nawab. The Nawab is sitting surrounded by books, maps and globes. So as you can see in the picture given here, you see the Nawab is sitting on the throne. He is surrounded by books, globe, maps, everything. Okay, so let us see what happens. The narrator is narrating the story. The person who is saying the story is called the narrator. Listen to this story of a clever young man who outwitted the Nawab of Bengal. We now go to the Nawab's court. So outwitted over here means outsmarted. Okay. So the Nawab. What does the Nawab says? Take these books away. They are of no use. I cannot find the answers to the questions that trouble me. So the Nawab is saying that these books are of no use. He cannot find the answers to the question he is looking for. Now 2 courtiers take away the books. So 2 of the courtiers present there, they are taking away the book. Now the Nawab says, reaching for some grapes. So the Nawab is eating some grapes. Unless I know the answers to my questions, I can neither eat nor sleep. He eats the grapes. So you can see the humor over here. He is saying that he will not be able to eat or sleep. Okay, unless he finds the answer, but still he is eating the grapes. So this is some kind of humor over here. What am I to do? Now 3 courtiers. Jahapana. What is the meaning of Jahapana? One who shelters and protects the entire world, or a way of addressing kings in the medieval India. So during the medieval time, people used to denote the king as Jahapana. So the 3 courtiers says Jahapana. You could ask Raja Krishna Chandra. He has a reputation of solving many difficult problems. So the courtier suggested to go to Raja Krishna Chandra, who has a reputation of solving problems. Nawab, excellent, send for him. So just go and call him. A sentry bows and runs off the stage. Nawab, just knowing that someone will find the answers to my problem has made me feel, now he is feeling sleepy, yawns. Okay, thinking that someone will find the answers, the king or the Nawab started feeling sleepy. Sentry, your majesty, Raja Krishna Chandra is here. So one of the sentries, or you can say in Hindi the Sainik or the people who work there in the court, said that Raja Krishna Chandra was there. Now what does Raja Krishna Chandra says? He was bowing down and then he says, Your Excellency, wanted to see me. So he said that, Nawab, you wanted to see me? Nawab, you are a learnt man. I need the answers to 2 simple questions. So the Nawab says that he wants the answer for how many questions? 2 simple questions. Raja Krishna Chandra, I am at your service, sir. So he is saying that he will do his service. Next, Nawab holding up a globe. Now he is saying, holding the globe, you see. I want to know how much the earth measures from side to side and top to bottom. And while you are at it, find out how many stars are there in the sky. So this was the 2 questions that the Nawab wanted to know. That how much does the earth measures from top to bottom and from side to side. And also how many stars are there in the sky. Raja Krishna Chandra, size, earth, stars. Yes, your excellency. So he said that yes, he will find the answer. Nawab, find me the answer and I will reward you well. Else it's off with your head. So the Nawab says that find the answer and you will be rewarded. You will be given award. Or else what will happen? You will be killed. You will be executed. Okay, your head will be off from your body. Next, what happens? Scene 2 begins. Now Krishna Chandra is pacing up and down in his garden. Gopal Bhar enters. By pacing means walking first in one direction and then in another direction, many times due to worry. So out of worry, what does people do? They walk from this side to that side, one side to other side. That is called pacing. Now Gopal Bhar enters. What does he say? Where have you been? I haven't seen you for days. So Gopal Bhar wanted to know where was Raja Krishna Chandra and what have he been doing. Raja Krishna Chandra, Gopal, I am in deep trouble. The Nawab has given me a job and if I don't do it, he will execute me. Execute means kill someone as a punishment. So he is saying to Gopal that he is in great trouble, deep trouble. That the Nawab has given him a job to do and if he doesn't do it, then the Nawab would order to kill him. So now Gopal Bhar asks, what job? Perhaps I can help. So he is saying that he could help. What is the job? So Raja Krishna Chandra says he wants me to find out the size of the earth from end to end and top to bottom. Then I have to tell him how many stars are there in the sky. So these were the 2 jobs that Raja Krishna Chandra has to do. Find how many stars are there in the sky and to measure the earth. Gopal Bhar, that's easy. Ask the Nawab to give me ₹1,000,000 in advance and at the end of the year he will have his answers. So now Gopal Bhar is saying he is very reluctant and saying yes, it is very easy. You just tell the Nawab to give how many rupees? ₹1,000,000 and a year. Then he will be able to find the answers. Scene 2 is over. Now scene 3. The town square where the people are there. People are sitting on benches, children are playing. So this is the scenery. Now the narrator says, months have passed since Gopal received his money. Everyone is talking about him. So what has happened? Months have passed since Gopal got his money. Now the first man says, have you heard that Gopal is traveling all over the country? So what is Gopal doing? He is traveling all over the country. Next, the first woman, and enjoying himself, eating the best food, being entertained by famous artists. So he is enjoying his travel, he is eating the best food, he is being entertained also. Now the second man says, he does the strangest things. Yesterday he was examining woolly sheep. So now the second man says that Gopal is doing some strange things. He was examining or observing the sheeps. Now the second woman, he asked my shepherd how many strands of hair there were on the sheep. He has gone mad, really mad. I feel sorry for him. So the woman says that he was asking a shepherd that how many strands of hairs are there on the sheep. And what does that woman think? That Gopal has gone mad. Now the first child, he came to our school every day last week and asked all the children to tangle huge balls of thread. So tangle means twist together in an untidy mass. So you are supposed to untidily or messy way tangle it. Then what fun we had. So the child is saying that last week, when every week Gopal used to come to their school and tell the children to tangle those threads. Now first man, how can woolly sheep and tangle thread tell him the size of the earth and the number of stars? he can never arrive at the answer in this way. So the first man is saying if he is using these techniques, he will never find the answers. Now first woman, he will have to die. So the first woman is saying that he will die if he doesn't get the answer. Now the narrator, at last the year was coming to an end. The whole town crowded the Nawab's court when they came to know that Gopal was going to tell the answers to the Nawab. People wished to know how he had calculated the size of earth and counted the number of stars. Now the year came to an end. Okay, now everyone wanted to know what answer did Gopal came with. So the people gathered at the Nawab's court and they were eagerly waiting for Gopal to tell the answer. So this was all for today's class. In the next class, we will see what happens. How does Gopal gives the answer to the Nawab? Does he gets the answer or not? We will see it in the next class. Just go through the chapter, learn the word meaning till where I have taught, and that was all for today's class. Thank you.